Hi everyone, welcome back to the Data Guy, your go-to channel for mastering data engineering tools and concepts. If you're new here, I am Vishal and I create videos to help you build a strong foundation in data engineering. In our last video, we explored how to set up a free Azure trial account and created our first Databricks workspace. Today, I will explain what ETL is, break down its three stages, and share why it's so important today. So first, let's understand what is an ETL. ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. It's the process used to move data from one or more sources into a centralized system, like a data warehouse or a data lake. Think of it as the plumbing system for your data. It ensures the right data flows to the right place at the right time. Now, there are three stages in ETL: extract, transform, and load. Extract, this is the first step where we gather raw data from various sources. These sources could be anything like databases, API, files, or even IoT devices. For example, extracting customer transaction data from an e-commerce database. The goal is to collect data in its original unprocessed form. Next one is to transform. So this is where the raw data gets cleaned, organized, and formatted for analysis. It might include tasks like removing duplicates, standardizing formats, and applying business logic. Load. The final step is loading the transformed data into its destination, usually a data warehouse, data lake, or even a visualization tool. This is where the data become ready for reporting, analytics, and decision making. Now, why should you use Azure Databricks for ETL? Azure Databricks is a game changer in the world of ETL. Azure Databricks is not just another ETL tool, it's a unified platform for big data processing and machine learning. Imagine extracting raw sales data, transforming it for analysis, and training a machine learning model all in one place. That's the power of Databricks. One of the biggest advantages of Azure Databricks is that it's built on Apache Spark. Spark is known for its distributed computing capabilities, which means you can process terabytes or even petabytes of data much faster than traditional tools. This makes it ideal for large-scale ETL workflows. And another reason to use Azure Databricks is its seamless integration with other Azure services. For example, you can store raw data in Azure Data Lake storage, use Databricks to transform the data, and load it into Azure Synapse Analytics for reporting. It's all connected, making your ETL pipeline super efficient. Now, let's see how we can build an efficient ETL pipeline in Azure Databricks. First of all, you need to create a Databricks workspace and launch it. After that, you will need to create a cluster to run the notebook. I already explained this in my previous video. If you're watching this first time, then I will suggest you to go back and watch my previous video. I will paste the links in the description also. So, so here you need to create a cluster first. So now that the cluster is ready, let's create a notebook. Now, before creating notebook, first we need to create a connection between Azure Databricks and Azure Storage. So let's get back to here. To create a connection between Azure Databricks and Azure Storage, first you need to create a resource group. Now, a resource group in Azure is a logical container that holds related resources for an Azure solution. So if you click on Azure, here you can see I already created a resource group called demo resource group. Let's go to home. After that, you will need to create a storage account. Here I have created a storage account named ETL Pipeline Storage. This one, if you go here and inside this, just go to storage browser, click on blob containers. Here we will create a container. Let's call it meta container and click on create. So here we will upload our source files. Let's click on upload. So here you can see inside the container, I have uploaded 2 files. Let's get back to this Azure Databricks. Here, go to workspace and click on create notebook. Let's call it ETL pipeline. ETL pipeline notebook. Let's attach it to a cluster. Now I have the code ready with me. I will just simply paste it here and I will explain it to you. So basically, in this code, we are working with Azure Blob Storage and Apache Spark to load some data stored in the cloud directly into a Spark data frame. We have an Azure Blob Storage account called ETL Pipeline Storage 2 and a container inside it named Meta Container. And the access key is a secret key required to access the storage. After that, we are setting the access key in Spark configuration. So basically, this line associates the storage account with the access key so that Spark can fetch data from Azure Blob Storage. And after that, we are using WASBS protocol, which is specific for working with Azure Blob Storage, to point Spark to the exact location of our files. So in this, so this is the code. Let's run it. Here we have mentioned storage account name, container name, and access key. So path, it is saying path does not exist. Okay, so we need to change the access key here basically. To obtain the access key, go to storage account and go to security and go to access keys. So copy this access key from here and we'll paste it here. Let's run it again. So still we are getting container storage name, meta container. Container. Let me verify the name of our blob storage. Storage blob container. So it's meta container. Okay, now let's run it. Now it should work fine. Okay, so it ran successfully, and here you can see we are reading two data frames here. One is product and other one is sales. Here you can see the product data frame and the sales data frame. Next here, we will perform some transformations here. So in this part of the code, we will try into some data transformation and analysis using PySpark. So here, this code combines the sales DF and product DF using a common column called product ID. And here we are creating a new data frame. So, and we are also creating a new column called total sales here, which calculates how much money each sale made. Now here the formula is basically straightforward. We are calculating total sales by multiplying quantity and price. So here we are grouping the data by category like electronics, clothing, and calculates the total revenue for each category. We use the sum function to add up the total sales for all the products in each category. Finally, we will display the results here. So let's run it. Until it run it, let me copy the last part. So here you can see the result. We got the table showing each category and its total revenue. Let's write. So In this part, we are using Azure Blob Storage with WASBS protocol. So here the transform data folder, you can see the transform data folder, which is inside this container, meta container, will store the output. And we are specifying format as a delta, and we are saving the data in the delta lake format. So let's run it. Okay, so it ran successfully. Let's go back here, and if we do refresh here, and if we go here meta container, okay, so block containers, so it is get stored in this this name. Okay, so it, I think it is created a new container here, this one, it has created a new container here. Anyway, so in this container it has created a folder called transform data, and inside this you can see the delta log and our delta files, which is in packet format basically. So this is how we ingest data. Basically, this is how we perform ETL. We ingested data from Azure Blob Storage, and we perform some transformation on top of it, and we finally we loaded it to the Azure Blob Storage after transforming it. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the Data Guy for more beginner-friendly data engineering content, and share this video with someone who is just starting out. Have questions or ideas for future videos? Drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, happy coding.